taken after consideration. Of course, Mr. But I'll just try to be brief in answering the question insofar as Indonesia, correct, to note the new approach in implementation. Effectively, this fits in a transition for not only Indonesia, but several of our closest bilateral assistance partners in the Pacific, and I think elsewhere around the world. You will see the government of Canada look to use both our development assistance toolkit and our trade promotion and our trade policy toolkit all together. And I think it's appropriate for an emerging lower middle income country like Indonesia, where we have high trust, we have a close partnership in development assistance, that can now transition to a partnership that's more about economic growth for both sides. So in the case of the free trade agreement, it's about supporting their capacity to meet standards of the labor environment. And I think you'll see a similar approach to our finalizing negotiations with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Last question goes to Senator Wilson.
Mr. Chair, my question is just building on what I asked the minister earlier, and that is that as we're trying to advance our aggressive trade agenda globally, one of the things is eroding support at home for that agenda, because there's a lack of visibility of us carrying the message with respect to human rights and other issues, whether it be Sudan or in China or elsewhere. And I'm just curious to know, and I appreciate part of it is a very political answer that you can't give, but in terms of what's actually happening on the ground in those kinds of conversations, can you assure us that those things are still being paid attention to, that those values are still being reflected? Maybe start with Mr.
Happy to start, Mr. Chair. I can assure you that the work that the Global Affairs Canada team does continues very much. A couple of quick examples. In the case of our relationship with China.
Mommy, go outside for a while.
A very structured and very ongoing consultations with those in Canada who launch issues of human rights generally, and in some communities very close to consultations that we have for some things that happened recently. But also with respect to Ross business as we look at free trade agreements in the region. And so I think this committee heard from my colleague Valerie yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, and the consultations we'll be doing with respect to new FTA agreements in the region will continue to hear both from industry but also from our communities.
Canada will continue to be a multilateralist and to invest in a multilateral system, and that is a place where we can with like-minded voice locally concerns about human rights, and we participate in actions of Human Rights Council. But also, by maintaining partnerships, it provides us an opportunity, including when we have discussions one-on-one, to have frank discussions, and those discussions allow us, in the context of Sudan, DRC, Rwanda, various conflicts, some of the activities that we do have always been on the radar outlining to LGBTQ. These are things that we have done, and we do it by our own purpose, but we continue to do so.
In order to conclude this, Mr. Chair, the approach, so I will absolutely double down and say that yes, this remains human rights considerations remain absolutely central to our foreign policy and to our global commerce. The approach you're typically taking is
yes, no.
rather than how loud the message is.
Yeah, we have a 4.
Getting a message across to countries that have issues of human rights.
We have 5 million viewers.
Is much more
Yeah, it's starting to snow now. No, we finished go outside, Lindsay. Yeah.
Countries in the region that I cover, where in the context of structured consultations, you raise this, and we actually get much more progress and much more concrete answers to our concerns.
No snow.
Thank you very much.
You know, Lindsay, you.
We're at the end of our time, so on behalf of the committee, I would like to thank Assistant Deputy Ministers at urban.
Hi, 6 million viewers. Thank you for your views. We are here in Newfoundland. Now they said they have a storming to today and tomorrow.
Colleagues, before we adjourn, please keep an eye on your inboxes as the confidential draft report
So
on
the snow,
received and that urban is paying attention is expected to be distributed
ang snow
tomorrow,
ngayon
with
is
consideration
hindi pa
for our
masyadong
in-camera meeting
bad.
next Thursday.
Maybe later.
On the study
Yes.
and since Madam Urban is here, we will have the report out and of course we will expect a governmental response to
You
it.
want to dance, mommy?
So I would ask steering committee members to stay behind for a few minutes, and with that, we are adjourned.
We dance. 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 Ding, 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 ding. This. Look at relieving face. Just like stick my.
Where to take place. World events can affect us. CPAC takes you inside the grounds.
Hello everyone.
By the international issues that
Ingat-ingat
shape
po.
our
Take care.
Watch World Showcase. A look inside parliamentary democracies around the world. See it on CPAC. The Hudson's Bay Company has celebrated many milestones in its memorable 350-year history. One of its most noteworthy was in 1920. For its 250th anniversary, HBC produces a commercial science film entitled Warnings of the Far From Country, recognized as Canada's first ever feature-length documentary. Shot over 6 grueling months, this silent classic captures the spirit of Hudson Bay's fur trapping trade with awe-inspiring images never seen before. Sadly, the original version of this extraordinary film does not exist. 8 hours of its raw footage was recovered in the 1990s, providing the world a lasting glimpse into a pioneering industry from 100 years ago. Witness all the action in the House of Commons as opposition parties hold the government to account. Watch Question Period. See it on CPAC.
Un moment crucial pour le Parti conservateur, une époque cruciale pour Pierre Poliev. Ici maintenant est possible. Joignez-vous à Michael Serapio et moi, alors que CEPAC nous propose une couverture spéciale et complète du Congrès national du Parti conservateur du Canada à Calgary. Les discours, les débats et le vote de confiance sur le leadership de Pierre Poliev. Ne manquez rien sur CEPAC.
Unfiltered content. Complete coverage.
Thank you for watching. Please like my video. And you guys, if hindi pa kayo nag-subscribe, subscribe na po. So ito po ang kalagayan ng Newfoundland dito. Yan po. This year po maraming storm kaya maraming snow ngayon. Yan. Ang dumi ng ng truck. Live, live, live.
Interparliamentary delegations.
Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I need to end my video. Bye bye. See you next video.